Gambold.
Lando, still a young and foolish abbess, was naive enough to bring you here. And I don't care what you came here to do. You shall not pass.
Excuse me? Do you look like Gandalf? No, you don't. I'm gonna pass.
Especially if you intend to bring along Lando, the heir of our Khan. But I am the commander of this post. If you have something to say, I will listen.
Technically, he's bringing me along?
As someone that bore the fangs of the lion and fought for our freedom, it pains me to see you in such a state as this. You recruit far too many mercenaries, causing them to bicker among themselves while you stand there without an inkling of concern for the infighting that ensues.
Agreed.
You say they merely need to stand guard, but they let us in, complete strangers, without the tiniest bit of suspicion.
Agreed.
You're so filled with fear of your enemies, you can't even imagine going to fight them on the field. How do you plan to win a war like this? Is Ailton sitting atop a gold mine, hiring all these third-rate mercenaries that enlist to do a mediocre job and collect their pay? If you've not struck gold here, then these people are being bled dry for nothing. If you too are mercenaries, then you will need to work for your money's worth.
You are 100% correct. I fully acknowledge my complete incompetence 100 times over.
I can't even.
I guess I needn't worry about leaving Lando's life in such capable hands. Let's continue talking inside. I'll get the drinks ready.
I just don't get him. He understands his faults, he understands what's happening here, and pretends he doesn't, and just chills inside his tower. You are the strangest person I've met so far, and that's saying something considering I made the acquaintance of Lando. God, level 34? Bloody hell, and I've yet to use any of my skills. I have a lot to say about this new starting quest. And it's not particularly flattering in terms of leveling up characters, that's for sure. Yep, and there goes my graphics card and fan. I knew I should have turned on Afterburner. Why are we going here? Check out Gambold's commander's barracks. Okay. Check every corner of the guard post. Why? It seems a bit invasive. I'm at marking the Dreadwinter tree and the trail of devastation left behind by the violent Jinsinis. I seem to be putting an H there, which is kind of weird. I'm going to assume that's the tree. But what do they symbolize? A huge mess without any signs of a prosperous future. That was your first impression of the snowstorm guard post, but now it seems to be showing some kinds of hope.
You look fairly young. Sure you're even old enough to have seen war?
Me or him?
Seen war? I'm constantly embroiled in it.
I should have guessed. The characters never talk to me because I never respond. I'm fucking mute. I may as well just not even be here. They should have just had me take on the form of Jordian and embodied him on this quest line, because at least I would have felt more immersed in the story. I kind of feel so rejected right now and just so out of it. That's my biggest problem with this quest line. In fact, all the quest lines, but this one in particular. I'm just a body. I have no real grounding in this quest line. I'm just along for the ride. I don't have any impact on it. It's just awkward. And that's the problem you run the risk of. When you have a mute character, but in this case they're doing it extra poorly, and that they have a mute character that they're not even incorporating into the story via dialogue. I'm just being talked or spoken around. Lando is like the only one who ever actually talks to me, but he never expects a response because there's no options except to continue. This game would benefit more from having, dare I say, RPG elements, or even just, instead of continue, a response, so it feels like we're having a conversation rather than I'm just being talked at, not spoken with. You know? It's just so unimmersive.
Oh, spoken like a commander. Leadership experience is pretty impressive for one of your age.
I apologize if I am unmoved by the praise of a third-rate commander that
And
can't even
drunkard.
keep a mercenary army of this size in order.
I'd be more concerned about his excessive drinking.
This guy's got fire in him. Once you get older, you'll learn.
Yeah, this guy perplexes me.
The world has no outcome brought about without reason. But anyway, you said you're looking for Bronte's Bolt.
Yes.
We will be heading beyond it to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. We are currently undergoing the trials of the 6 witches.
I don't know that we really should be advertising that, but sure.
Looking for the Yenix, I see. We have a saying around here. There are 4 seasons within the winter, and they revolve around the Yenix.
Okay, are you going to elaborate on the 4 seasons?
And you're telling me this because...
Right now, out of the 4 winters, this is the winter that courts death. Best to stay out of winters like this.
Do they all have even durations, or are they uneven?
I shall allow you passage to Bronte's Bolt. But there's a catch.
We are not taking Lando.
This guy, sharp as a blade he is. The abbots that once called those ruins their home gather there. Talk with them, and they will help you with your trial.
Okay. I thought we were meant to be talking to Turgon. Are we just ignoring... Wait, what? They said that Turgon rustled up some winter tree spirits. And that we should talk to him. Are we just not doing that? Or was that just Lando specifically and he's been doing that while we've been doing this? Because that kind of seems like something we should have been a part of. Because it actually sounds interesting and relevant to the quest. And we're just not... Oh, I didn't realize it was the second half to this place. Whoops. General goods vendor... Ulagan.
Hello! You're a fresh face.
Hi. Your head's a bit large for your body, I think. In fact, I think it's your top half is too big for your lower half.
You don't seem to be with the local mercenaries. Are you with the Billow Mercs then?
With a name like that, absolutely not.
My dream is to...
That's great, sir. Bye. Director of Records, Paternal.
Even while fighting against the cold, I record every movement that's made.
You know, you might find it a bit warmer if you actually enclosed your building.
Food is already in short.
Just saying. Guild Manager Byra.
What's with that
Beta?
look? The shackles bother you?
They do, actually.
What's with that look? The shackles bother you?
They very much bother me. Oh. Refugee Camp Food Supply Manager Gerald. Okay. Don't know why I'm...
It's a big
Seeing
mistake
you.
to think that rationing food is an easy job.
I never thought that it was, but okay. Is that corn behind you that's just getting frozen?
From Commander Gunbold? Phew. Well, I think you can lend me a hand first.
With what?
The soldier in charge of rationing just picked up and left without a word. Sheesh. I thought we were kind of close. Seems I was mistaken.
Lost settlement.
You can do the cooking. I will ration it.
Jiren wants to make a simple dish for the hardworking soldiers and refugees at Bronte's Bolt. Let's give Jordian food after making a simple dish. It seems like a really odd thing to do, but okay. Then select 2 ingredients to use. I don't have any ingredients, though.
Everyone is starving. Empty bellies make for empty talk, as they say. If you can make it up this far, you must know some cooking basics.
I've never cooked in this game, I don't think. First ingredient for making very sour citron to eel. Obtained sour citron.
Everyone is starving.
Oh.
Empty bellies make for empty talk.
Boiled
as they
water.
say.
Are we making
Everyone is starving.
diluted soup? What are we doing here? That is not L. That is L. R-E-R. Simple cooking. Simple cooking. Simple cooking. You. Oh, I was left clicking. I need to right click. My apologies. Okay. Yeah, I rarely do cooking. I usually just like purify water to go into the desert. That's basically all I do. Or purify water for like quests. Holy shit, did you see that guy up there? He's getting his action on. Meanwhile, I'm cooking. Very sour citron tea. Oh! Funny I should mention purification to go into the desert. Isn't this the tea that you need to stop freezing to death here at the mountains? I swear I read about this somewhere. So just like you can get heat stroke in the Valencian desert, you can get frostbite by going through the cold up the mountain. So this is teaching me how to make the citron tea. Right? Right? I'm not mistaken? I could be. But that would make sense. As I was saying, the only thing I make is purified water. That now I'm making citron tea. Okay. Oh, Julian wants it.
You can do the cooking.
Now I feel like I can survive. And wow, this tastes so much better. Did we change cooks?
You're welcome.
Ganbold told us to ask you about Bronte's boat. I'm truly aware of how hard it is to rebuild from utter ruin. However, I must know the details. Could you assist me?
It's such an old tale
But
that
where
most
did he
of
come
them won't
from?
remember. However, forgotten tales are somewhat of a specialty of mine.
You were across the way next to the fox. Dude.
Paternal Chief Records Officer at your service.
Oh yeah, got your name right.
A few days after the humans had left for the Forbidden Black Mountain to meet the Great Founder,
You know, I really don't need the echo. You could have just put quotation marks around this shit.
a new group of humans arrived and began to uproot a white tree devoid of leaves. "Why are you uprooting this tree?" Ale asked, to which the humans replied, "This lightning-struck tree was once Bronte's, the Witch of Thunder. She used it to teach us how to tear off a dragon's wings."
What? What? Why would you do such a thing? She was born from the death of Labraska, and they all mourned her. Why would she teach someone how to tear off a dragon's wings?
We were grateful for her wisdom.
What?
When storms came, lightning would set the tree ablaze.
I am clearly missing something.
Now the witch is gone, as will we be soon, who will douse the flames that threaten to engulf our village, until all that existed here exists no more upon our return. Ale thought a moment. There's no need to uproot the tree. We will keep it safe in your absence. But the human replied, "Would you take the witch's wisdom from us? Only we can rule over the dragons." And with that, they uprooted the tree with finality and left. But Ale couldn't stand it. Much like the dazzling light at Awena's tail, he felt the tree calling out to him, this time in painful moans. His tears began to flow, but when they hit the ground, in their place grew another tree. As for the humans' fears, well, they never came to be.
I'm gonna be honest, I've completely tuned out.
After the witch's death, an
how
eternal
boring
winter
this is.
befell this place.
Oh, they need to make their stories more interesting, because quite frankly, this whole road trip with Ale is not particularly interesting. I want to hear dramatic stories of the witches and those who undertook the trials before. Ale is such a boring character to follow. He's oh my god. I just
Then,
can't even.
ultimately, as soon as it rains, lightning will strike the Bronte's boat tree.
Injured Tabadai. Oh no, has it rained?
It is nearly impossible for rain to fall there by natural means. Actually, it is impossible.
How is it impossible for rain?
But for Invish, the sage of the Abets,
Just knows. Or is that the problem? It's too cold for rain.
Everyone, get up and head to cover! It's Professor Tabudai. She's returned with grave injury from Bronte's bolt!
Why does everyone have to head to cover? She clearly got injured from the tree. Whatever. Whatever. More fluffy milk. No, I'm 8 minute cooldown. Tabadai? You good? Oh, she's awake, sitting, upright. She's fine.
Professor, take this oak pill of flames. It will slow the spread of the poison.
Poison?
Poison? The Oak-Jinshini are using poison.
Or is the tree suddenly poisoned?
Gonbold, no. It's not the Oak-Jinshini.
Who planted the dread winter tree? I've been trying to get education on the trees and no one will tell me.
It's you. From Awena's tale. Is Lando here as well? Bring him here. I have something urgent to tell him.
Dude, I have no idea where Lando is. I assume he's dealing with the winter tree spirits because we're clearly not doing that. So I'm assuming he's doing that in his absence. And we leveled yet again. Oh, wait, you mean I actually have to physically go get him? I thought... it's okay. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Hey, win. Ooh, I did not know this was here. Obsidian Spectre Prisoner's Guard Temujin. The hell's wrong with Lando this time? I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to you.
No. What should I do?
Oh, there. Okay, he was.
Why are you pounding about like that?
So you were the dude he was supposed to see, not the actual researcher. Your names are too alike. Your names aren't original enough.
Look at this. It's a winter spirit. How did they catch it alive? Didn't anyone ever tell you not to build houses around sick little trees?
I don't think that's a saying, but okay. Tell the news about Tabadai.
What did you say? Professor Tabudai? Oh, okay. I'll go right now.
Did you get anything out of the spirit? That was literally the whole point of you being here. I'm gonna guess he got jack shit because he's not a particularly useful creature. God, that turned around really quickly. Ah, what I wouldn't do for a line right now.
Poison.
Professor Tabudai! Huh? What is that odious scent?
It's poison. Don't inhale too much of it. I don't have much time. Listen carefully.
As in she's going to die? I doubt it.
Tell your quick-footed friends in your fleeing fox squad, was it? Do you remember your lessons on the ecology of winter trees?
I highly doubt that he does. Flashpoint.
It's of little matter now. There are two ways the winter trees survive. First, by getting carried off on the winds of Everfrost.
Which makes no sense, for sure.
Much like dandelion seeds, the farther the seeds travel, the stronger the mountain becomes.
Oh, you weren't talking about the tree itself flowing off in the wind. You meant the seeds of the... Okay, that makes way more sense.
Second is by the Okjinchini planting them. Return, return, they sing.
And you're telling me this is why?
Planting them because they have a superstitious belief that Libresca will return when she sees the jade light of the winter tree.
I doubt it.
That's why I believed the Dreadwinter trees were also planted by the Okjinchini. However, I was wrong.
Professor, you need to save your breath. The poison will...
A monster that I've never seen was planting a seed near Bronte's bolt tree. And as soon as the seed was planted, it sprouted and grew. The very Dreadwinter trees we saw. They are using the winter trees as some sort of indicators.
Indicators? Are you sure that's the correct word?
So we need to tell everyone in the area of the Mountain of Eternal Winter to find all the locations where the Dreadwinter trees took root. Also, get them to safety until these indicators have been analyzed.
What about the monster? Did it flee?
Probably. But it couldn't have gotten far. I bound it with the tooth of the swamp when it wounded me.
Whatever that means.
A new enemy. A new threat. Commander Gunbold, I have a proposition.
Hire us.
First, I need you to evacuate everyone at the refugee camp to Ailton. Send your fastest men to the southern and eastern watchtowers. As for the rest of your soldiers, have them assist the villager evacuation. Then, have them all gather here and stand in formation. Unfortunately, we have zero knowledge about this new threat. But, if you focus on mustering the best defense you can here, that will allow us to go out in search of the monster. However, if we are successful in vanquishing it, then you must help us make a lightning bolt strike the Bronte's boat tree.
What if he doesn't know how to do that? I don't think he knows how to do that.
This blood Likely came from the
Oh, I
professor.
don't think so. She wasn't bleeding.
We'll follow the trail to the monster.
She was just poisoned. But okay.
So this
Oh,
is Bronte's
I don't even
bolt
get to
tree.
travel. God, they're really yanking me left, right, and center. Now I've left my horse behind again.
Huh. The monster is definitely still close by.
Holy shit, that thing is big. I might take some damage to my health from this one, guys. Which would be a first. Hi. Come on, keep going. What do you mean run? We're fine. Mostly. Look at that. Maraska is almost dead. Ironclad Maraska. Oh, there's more than one enemy here. I didn't even notice. Oh, there's little ones as well as the big one. I see. Oh god, I am taking a bit of damage here. Ew. What is my healing ability again? I don't remember what my healing ability is. Oh dear. Ugh, Ready's powerful attack? Yeah, I don't want a piece of that. Okay, back in. Oh, or maybe not. Oh, well, get in there. Get away from me, I'm trying to get in here. Go! What are you doing? What are you waiting for, an invitation? I'm losing health very quickly. Please kill it. Whew. Does anybody remember what my healing ability is? I only have one, don't I? I only ever saw one. 50... WP. Ooh, what's WP? Right mouse button. You know, I probably should be leveling my shit up. Yeah, I should be leveling my shit up. No wonder I was weak attacking. WP... WP... Nothing. WP... Down right. Okay. Let's level that shit up a little bit. And that's the only one I have, correct? That's bad. I only have one healing ability. I had way more than that on my Lance. To be fair, I also put abilities on top. Oh, that's true. I put abilities on top of my abilities with the instructor. Yeah. I only have one healing ability. That's insane. That boggles the mind. How do I only have one healing ability? Huh. What do you know? Okay. Just gotta maximize that if that's okay. I want this. I love 50. Righto. I have no idea. Just all the things. Upgrade all the things. Everything on 2? Nope. Okay, they're all on 2 now. Nope, they absolutely are not. Ooh, what's this? This is left mouse button after shift and right. That just looks like that, but more time consuming. Sure. One of these days we'll learn how to fight as this character. Today is not that day. I think we're going to have to wait till Awakening to learn how to fight as this character. I feel like the ship's come and gone for the pre-Awakening state. Oh, okay, it's everything with 91 points to spare. Okay, fair enough. Hi! I learned what my healing ability is. Thankfully.
Whoa,
bit late.
Seeing
but I
your
found
skills
it.
up close, I was
Having
right on the
fun.
mark about you. During my entire life at the bottom of this mountain, I've never seen the likes of... What are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
I'm taking its poisonous fang.
Oh.
We'll surely have need of it.
Oh yeah, smart.
Hey! What are you standing around slack-jawed for? Follow his lead! You intend to stay weak and defenseless?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they do. To think the day would come where we'd be working together with Jordian. I'm starting to understand why humans say, you never know. Who's that? Looks like someone's important. I doubt it very much. Level 36. Oh, Invich.
I've never once seen this monster on the path of prophecy. To think that the Okchinchini weren't the ones responsible for the Dreadwinter plantings.
Wow, it's almost like you just accuse somebody without knowing the facts. Funny that.
Commander Gunbold made us a promise that he would aid us in making lightning strike the Bronte's bolt tree. Is it you? The one who will aid us with the witch's trial?
That's correct. Pardon me for the late introduction. I am Invish, the shaman of the Abets.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're pronouncing it like a vish, Invish. I apologize. The trial of the third witch.
They've all been planted, oh great shaman.
What? Once Invish finishes the ritual to bring a lightning bolt down upon the Bronte's bolt tree, place the molar sat in furnace ash on top of the tree.
You think I would use the last gift the witch bestowed upon the humans that settled this site?
Speaking in riddles there, sir. Ooh, this is pretty.
I have no idea what that is, but if I were a betting man, and I am, I'd say it's something amazing.
Though
You're
we
even facing
dared
the
to
right
forget the
direction.
wisdom of lightning. Please, just this once, forgive us of this sin,
So who's getting close to the tree?
and bestow, once more, the wisdom that tore the wings of dragons.
How was that wisdom? Wasn't that a bad thing for the dragons? Libresca I'm referring to. Ooh. It's pretty. Can we just
This is...
toss the molar from here?
it's like a miracle.
Bit of an underhand throw.
Someday, far in the future, I'm sure it will be told as a tale of mere fiction.
Fiction, fiction. Oh my god, I haven't heard that song in so many years. That shit's old school. Where am I going exactly? Yeah. Nope, not that side. This side? Yes. A soft light. Dude, your definition of soft and mine are very different. I mean, it's from Bronte's bolt tree. Put the molasset and furnace ash on the Bronte's bolt tree. Molasset and furnace ash absorbs the light surrounding the Bronte's bolt tree. It is dimmed. I did it! Oh, dramatic music is accompanying my my efforts.
On the path of prophecy, this is known as the Star of the Winterland. A Winterland world blanketed with snow.
Oh, I didn't look at what it looks like.
There, all worldly boundaries are erased, as the snow unites all within as one. A majestic castle that pierces the heavens, and the tattered tenements that loiter unseen in its shadow. The radiant beauty, the festering wounds, all become one in the ever-mounting snow.
Yeah, that's great.
This is why we love the mountain of eternal winter. We believed it would be eternal. That was our hubris. After the mysterious explosion at the Sherakan
Seems bloody
Iron
everybody knows
Mines,
about the explosion.
a sound we hoped would never be heard, echoed from the mountain.
And everyone's calling it the mysterious explosion. Why is everybody using the same phrasing? I wouldn't be calling it a mysterious explosion, because any explosion would be mysterious and I don't know what the cause is. I would just call it the explosion at the Sherakan Iron Mines. In fact, I wouldn't even go that far. I would just say the explosion at the mines, because one would know which mines we were referring to. You know?
From the silent haven of slumbering origin, a steady crackling, likely from the Yenix, since the haven is the cradle that embraces it. Obviously, the Yenix was lost long, long ago. However, before we could make sense of it all, these monsters began to appear. If it is a life birthed by the
There it
mountain,
is.
we cannot raise arms against
Star
them.
of the Winterland. obtained by overcoming the trial of Bronte, Witch of Thunder, who was born from the golden dragon Labroska's first death. The roots that extend from the molars set in furnace ash look like a pair of arms. Okay.
Please, take on this burden that we cannot, so that the Mountain of Origin may keep its peace.
Jade Starlight Forest.
The fourth witch is Lesha, the Witch of Fever. The star of the Winterland seeks the face that it lost, where life and death cycles in the heavens.
Aren't we supposed to be going back to Prince Bahan? Bahan. That's the one.
For the first time since we started this journey, I can confidently say I have no idea. But, Master Shaman, you know, right?
Where life and death cycles in the heavens, that would be at the end of the Path of Prophecy in Jade Starlight Forest.
I mean, I kind of feel like we're in a Jade area already. Amanda begins to tear up. Why?
The Oak-Jinchini's Jade Starlight Forest? That Jade Starlight
Hey!
Forest? That's where my dad went and never returned from.
I mean, I figured we were going to go there at some point in time, but I completely forgotten about it. Yeah.
No, it's too dangerous. Why does it have to be there? I can't go with you guys. Oh, what'll you do without me to save you?
Man up or don't come. Take your pick. I don't really care.
As if that's of any concern.
Yeah.
I never expected you to be useful. We just need to cut down whoever gets in our way.
Yay!
Let's go.
Team Murder Hobo, let's go.
Please, tread carefully. Our Khan, the leader of the Abets, may still be alive.
Well, I figure he is.
Whatever you do,
And his eldest son.
please, don't do anything that would put him in danger.
I make no promises.
When did the Oak-Jinchini destroy this place?
After he entered the Jade Starlight Forest.
Then he is most likely dead.
No! How can you say such a thing?
He's just being pragmatic.
If you are the heir of the Khan, you must look the ugly truth of reality in the eye. Then search carefully for any sign of hope. I'll ask again. Why did you want to climb that mountain?
Then allow me to make this one request. Please talk to the Vahitram people at the entrance to the Jade Starlight Forest first.
We're familiar with the term Bahitram. Why, though? I don't remember why.
There are those that have observed the Oak-Jinchini for much longer than we. They could have seen signs that we might have missed.
Oh, I'm glad that he's so open-minded that he can realize that fact. Jordian glances over angrily for some reason. Why?
Let's move quickly.
Jesus, he just yeeted out of here. Whew. Okay. Completion target Jordian, and Jordian's miles off. And my horse is all the way back up here. To be fair, it's just hop, skip, and jump up there. But they keep taking me away. Wait, we didn't even go to Elton. I'll be going back to Elton at some point in time. We've just kind of gone around it. When do we go to it? Are we going to loop back around or something? I don't know. We need to go back to the prince, right?